Hello everybody, this is Shady here, and we are finally back with Final Fantasy XVI. Yeah, it's been like 10 months I think or something, so yeah, I think it's time to continue. So yeah, obviously I've had a lot going on in my life and that, so it's taken a bit of time for me to get back to this. Obviously we have this side mission to do, so we'll speak to this person.
Have you seen my Chloe? I let her out of her pen while I did my chores, but she hasn't come back yet. I think she's lost. Please, can you help me look for her?
Yeah, sure.
I can't promise I'll find her, but I'll try.
I'll give it a go.
Describe her to me.
She's beautiful white hair. She lets me stroke her when I'm sad. She's ever such a good girl. So quiet and kind. And she likes walking in the wheat. I know the fields are big, but she's never got lost before. Oh, she must be starving too. She hasn't eaten anything since yesterday. It is my job to feed her.
In that case, let's not keep her waiting.
Yeah. Prioritize quest. Okay.
That's a lot of field to search.
It is indeed.
With a little luck, someone might have seen her.
The field yesterday.
How do they expect us to finish the harvest when the ones the capital sends us are already half stone?
Okay, let's go here. Alright. Tell me what you know.
You work these fields?
Yeah, so,
See something.
as I was alluding to, I've had quite a bit going on in my life. So,
Why should I help you, eh?
yeah,
Tell me
I've
that.
sort of gave YouTube a bit of a
The girl
break.
from the village asked me to find her pet,
Which,
Chloe.
you know, I shouldn't really let my channel go like that.
Chloe, is it?
Um,
Oh, little Lisette's
you know,
plaything. Last
I've been
I
doing
saw,
this
the
for like
filthy
4 years
creature's
now, believe it or
sniffing about
not.
the windmill.
And,
That girl's old enough to know she should
yeah,
tie her
it's
pet
just,
up when she's finished playing with it.
it's just a fun hobby I like doing, so,
The windmill.
yeah, I need to stick by it, go
I'll
back to
feed you now.
being
I won't
uploading
have
more
idle
regularly
branding
and everything,
underfoot.
which is hopefully what I will be doing from now on. Okay, so we're going here then. Yeah, obviously it's pretty straightforward where you go. But yeah, here's the wheat field thing that they were talking about.
Chloe?
Dog?
More brown than white.
Hmm.
You're not Chloe, are you, girl?
No.
Is that someone napping on the job? I hope they don't mind the interruption.
Hmm. Yeah, so who could this be?
The crystal's curse.
Yeah, so if you
Chloe, I was calling
haven't gathered,
you. Didn't you hear
this
me?
is Chloe. Yeah, I know. Quite dark this, isn't it?
Get up now. You've slept long enough. It's time to go home. Chloe?
Yeah, this game doesn't pull any punches when
Why
it
did
comes
you
to the
let
whole
you turn
slave
into a
thing.
rock? I only made you do a bit of magic. You knew you were my favorite. None of the other Chloes had pretty hair. It could be months before Dad gives me another one. I have to wait until they're too tired to work anymore.
Oh my
Is that all
god.
she was to you? A plaything? Do you really not care that she's dead?
She's not dead. She's a rock.
That? The crystal's curse? That's just how she died. And now she's gone forever. Giving another bearer her name won't change that.
No, don't say that.
It's true. And without that brand,
Hmm.
she would have been just another girl. Somebody's daughter. Just like you.
Dad said bearers don't have parents.
They do. Parents that give them away. Families they'll never see again. But you became Chloe's family when you took her in. Remember that. And remember her.
Yeah, this game really cuts at your heartstrings at times, doesn't it? But yeah, the quest is complete, and we get a little bit of experience and stuff. And obviously, these items are what the little girl gives us, I'm guessing, while she's crying. Yeah, that's the that's all of the side quests for the moment, so we can actually continue on with the main plot. Yeah, yeah, it's been so long since I did the last part that the Nintendo Switch 2 is actually out now as well. Something that I was kind of talking about in the previous part.
If the people of Moore are as intolerant as Isabel says,
And
it's no wonder the Empire.
yeah, I've got one myself, and it's pretty cool. Yeah, funny story about me getting it though was obviously, as you guys know, like the launch of every new console, Nintendo in particular, pre-orders sold out pretty much everywhere. So I've been like scouring for ages trying to find somewhere, and then there's a shop called John Lewis that's only in the UK, and I managed to get a pre-order in from them. Just so I happened to go on the site and it was available. Set my pre-order, got the Mario Kart bundle, and then a few weeks before release, I got a message from them saying, "Oh, we won't be able to give you your Switch 2 until after the launch." And obviously, I was just thinking, well, at least I got one in at the moment, you know, so I don't mind having to wait a few extra days. And then it comes to a few days before it releases. Then I get an email saying it's not, we won't be able to honor your pre-order, and you can have a refund. So then obviously I refunded it, and then basically wasn't getting a Switch 2. But thankfully, that same morning, I went onto Amazon and they had one available, thankfully, so I managed to get one. So I got my Switch 2 like a week after it launched, but I did actually get hold of one, which was awesome. But yeah, it's very frustrating.
A soldier with a scar over his eye.
Yes.
Yes.
That's right. He had a comb which he
Yeah,
was an antique.
it's very strange because I played a couple of games on there. I haven't played it hardcore like I did my Switch 1 at the moment, but I am, you know, still waiting for like some big releases like the Dust Bloods, the new FromSoft game, sorry, which is kind of the main reason I bought one at launch, pretty much. I mean, I could have just waited for the game to come out, really, right? But you know, whatever. You know, it's the fear of missing out sort of thing, isn't it? That's why I got it at launch. But yeah, it is a good upgrade on the previous Switch. Very, very powerful. You know, it's running some games like Assassin's Creed Shadow, that is like a next-gen exclusive game, and like it's a decent enough port. Not perfect, but it's okay. So yeah, unlike the previous Switch, I think we'll get a lot more current-gen games on there, which is quite good. And the Joy-Cons are a lot better. They feel a lot nicer and more solid. I like the kind of yeah. Sorry, this has now become my Switch 2 review. So, but yeah, it's become a lot more kind of solid. Well, it feels more solid. That magnetic kind of attachment than the previous sliding one. But anyway, let's continue on. Oh no.
It smells of death here, Torgal. Wolves.
Take him out.
Closer to the village.
Ow.
That's enough.
Yeah, just have to take these enemies out. Obviously, I may not have showed this already, but if you hold the fire button, you can do a firer instead. There we go. Not too difficult. Obviously, this game isn't that difficult anyway, really. You know, I think they were worried that it was going to be too difficult being a character action game, so they made it not too difficult as a game. Well, at least on like the standard difficulty anyway.
Well, the wolves have been busy, but the blood is long dry.
Yeah.
So it is you, Tatienne.
Oh no.
If that's true,
Everyone's just dying in this game right now, aren't they?
Will be Yannick's. The girl Yannick went off to see every night. He said her name was Tatienne.
Yeah, he did, like, didn't he?
Did you follow me?
Now, why would I do that? Unless you think I'd have good reason to. But no. I was sent to find Yannick. By the looks of things, I have.
We both found who we were searching for.
Nah, he was a jealous sod. Couldn't stand the thought of his woman with someone else.
Oh.
And one day he sees her with a new comb. Thinks she's got herself a new gallant. Tells the garrison he's going to find the man and kill him. We know it's all talk, but then he disappears off to more for some dealings and doesn't come back.
If you mean this comb, it was a gift from the dame.
If only Yannick had bothered to ask, eh? He might not be rotting on a hill.
I think he meant to ask us something else. He stole the old comb.
Yeah, so like I said already,
Bought her a new one.
been doing YouTube for 4 years now. Obviously, my channel is still very tiny.
Where would they have gone?
Don't get a lot of views, but
Certainly not back
it's
to
still
the
been a lot of fun
village
doing
with
this,
the dame waiting.
and I'm
And we all know what
yeah,
happens
I'm
to
glad I started it.
deserters.
I do kind of wish I did this like a decade earlier, really, especially because like
When the lads come to collect Yannick's
Let's Plays,
body,
for example, aren't really kind of
see that Tatienne is
a
delivered
big
to
thing
the
anymore. But
that wise?
I just like the format of Let's Plays personally. That's kind of why I do them.
The most we can hope for
Yeah, I
is
much
that the
prefer
dame
it to
doesn't
streaming,
work against
even though
us.
I am considering doing some streaming at some point.
I saw her in Moore just now. Could you tell her
Yeah,
about
I might have to do that
that? Might sound better coming from
at some point. The thing is, I don't think I get a regular enough viewership to warrant doing a stream. That's kind of part of why I don't do it, really.
To tell Isabel.
But I would enjoy doing that at some point.
Perhaps the comb will give us something to
I might do that.
Tatienne by.
Like, maybe when Resident Evil Online comes out or something. After I've completed it once, I might do, like, a stream playthrough or something. Because I definitely want to do a playthrough for the channel. Because, one thing I want to do is play every Final Fantasy and Resident Evil on this channel. Because they're, like, my two favourite series. And Metal Gear as well at some point. I'm probably going to pick up the the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection at some point and go through the Metal Gear games, which would be fun. Yeah, it's been years since I've played the Metal Gear games as well, so it's going to be awesome to get to play them again.
I was on my way to see you.
Yeah, I played the hell out of them back in the day. Because, like, I'm sure this was the case with a lot of kids, but I didn't have very many games, so I just replayed the same ones constantly, and try to get as much mileage out of them as possible. So I was always like, on the PS1, for example, I was going through Metal Gear Solid, Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, like Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, and like a couple other games, just like all the time, like rotating between them and just going through them all the time. So I've played all of those games so many times. Then when I got the PS2, it was pretty similar as well, with like Devil May Cry and MGS2 and 3 and a couple others.
I believe it was yours.
Yeah, it wasn't until the PS3 days that I was working and then able to get my own games. So that's when kind of I started getting more into game collecting and stuff. So yeah, that's when the backlog happened. But yeah, I mean, I'm trying to do a better job at not just buying games, unless I really want to play them. Like, I think unless it's a Final Fantasy or Resident Evil or a Zelda game or something, very rarely am I going to buy a game day one. It's always best just to wait for a sale, you know. That's the thing, isn't it? Like, buying a game on the day is just kind of, I feel like it's a not a scam, but you're only doing it if you really like it. You know, you're basically just paying to play it before everyone else, really, and it's not. it's not really necessary because you're just paying
I'd say the Emperor planned
the
to
most amount
abandon
of money,
the
really.
capital.
You know, you can wait a few months
That
and
couldn't possibly
most
be
games are
true
on
now,
sale,
could it?
with the exception of like Nintendo
Take care,
games,
Clive.
I will.
which rarely go on sale.
And thank you again.
I mean, they do go on sale, but it's not very often. And they'll typically keep their consistency in terms of pricing, so there you go. Good toggle. Now we can go this way. Yeah, so we can kind of continue on now. Gather at the abandoned chapel. The next location for us to go to. So obviously we just have to go around this way. Obviously, you know, this game's pretty straightforward with where you go. Judging by the music, there's probably going to be a couple of random encounters. Yeah. Another thing to mention, actually, is that since the last part, I picked up the DLC, the Season Pass. So I've got both DLCs, which I haven't actually played yet. So, yeah. We're going to be doing a little blind playthrough of those. So that's like, you know, something new to go through. Something I'm really looking forward to. Because, yeah, one of them involves Leviathan, for example. So I'm really looking forward to trying that one out. But we'll wait till we get there. I can talk about them when we get there. I do know that they are kind of attached to the story.
None worth
So
mentioning.
I think by the end of the game or something you unlock them. And it just becomes a couple of new islands or areas you just go to with a few new quests and stuff.
Which is why we'll be taking the back door.
You know, Sid loves the back door. He's a, you know, he's a crafty guy, so. Whoa. I like this music. Yep. Now we just chill for a bit, I guess.
Cheer up, you two. Can't think of a safer place in the Empire than a... brothel.
Really? Doesn't seem very private.
So then, how do we proceed?
Yeah.
We'll be using the glass gate. Tonight, just after sunset.
Okay.
Where the shards are loaded for transport. That is one of the most heavily guarded points in all of Sambrek.
But not the most, which is a start. Besides,
He's got him there.
a shortcut straight to the heart.
A shortcut. And how exactly did you come to know about this fatal chink in the Empire's armor?
Let's just say I may have attempted something similar before. And may have ended up running for dear life after being discovered by Bahamut, but that's not important.
Sid, if the mother crystals truly are the cause of the blight,
If you wound me, Jill.
what I'm trying to say is, if the powers that be know all of this, why do they sit idle and allow it to continue?
In case you haven't noticed, the God-fearing people of this realm and their pious leaders care for but one thing, themselves. And they'll do whatever it takes to hold on to power. The rest of us are just a means to an end. The moment you raise your voice,
I mean, you know, the idea
you'll be
of
cried as an outlaw,
people in power not caring about
slung in a cell to rot.
their impact on the earth, you know.
An outlaw.
It's pretty true, isn't it, really?
Whoever controls
I
the
mean, we see it in
crystals
our world
controls the
anyway,
realm.
don't we?
But our kind can wield magic without them. To our rulers, we must seem the most convenient of tools, and the most dangerous.
But what makes them think they have the right to use us? To leave us to die when our bodies are spent?
Does a nobleman weep for a broken mug? A torn tunic? Our fate means nothing to them. No, this isn't a battle you can win with words. Believe me, I've tried, but nothing ever gets through. The world
Obviously,
is
there's
simply not ready to listen.
there's more to
hell
Sid
with
than
talking. If
meets
the
the eye
wrong
at the
things to
moment,
say, we'll
but you
decide
know,
our fate
all
another
will be
way.
revealed.
You can't blame a man for wanting to bring an end to all this, can you?
I can't. But what of all the people you mean to rob of their comforts? Are you happy for them to call you outlaw?
Sid the Outlaw. Ah, that'll do me.
Might at least pretend to take this seriously.
Have a little faith, Jill. Even if you don't think much of my choice of digs. If it means my deeds will be remembered, I'll gladly play the role of villain. But first, we have a gate to crash. And once we're in, there'll be no turning back. So you best make ready. The world won't save itself.
Okay. I think I'm ready. No time like the present and all that? Okay. I think I've done all the side quests I can anyway, so it's best just to continue on. Yeah, that mother crystal looks awesome, doesn't it? I love how it just illuminates the whole place.
There are not nearly enough men here.
Then it's fortunate the city guard doesn't take sentry assignment as seriously as you do. This bodes well.
Won't be a first. This may not be such a terrible plan after all.
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
Only that your last secret shortcut was nowhere near as secret as you claimed.
Yeah, but that's half the fun of it. Life's too short for perfect plans. You want a plan that'll keep you on your toes, stop you growing old and complacent.
Worked for you, has it?
Clive, my boy, even life's smallest challenges offer the opportunity to grow and to change. You must embrace these moments. Allow them to suffuse your heart with a deep sense of fulfillment.
Narrowly escaping death at the hands of an enemy is not my idea of fulfillment.
Something wrong?
Not at all. Just wondering if the two of you had finished.
Right.
She's just
Make
thinking
the
they got some good
purpose
banter, aren't they?
as planned. Destroy it and the whole thing should come tumbling down.
And if the passage to the inner sanctum is guarded?
Then we embrace the moment and use it to grow and change.
Okay. There we go. The crystal's curse.
Come on, this way. Trying to stay out of sight.
Obviously.
Don't worry, the
Okay.
passage is empty.
We're doing our best Metal Gear impression now. So, as I was talking about earlier, you know, Metal Gear Solid and all that. Dun, 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 dun. Anything down here? Yeah. Hey, hey. 800 gil. Can't complain at that. Nice of him to wait for us.
All right, not quite empty. Let's get this over
Whoa.
with. I swear this passage used to be secret.
Of course it did.
Perfect plans, Clive. Perfect plans.
yeah, one thing I like is that we have both Jill and Sid with us, so we've got like a full party at the moment, which is kind of cool. It's one thing I do like about this game, like you will have those moments where you'll have kind of like the guest characters, so you will have like a proper party, you know, like a traditional Final Fantasy. Okay, let's do this.
They never stood a chance.
Welcome.
Okay.
The main tunnel.
That would be my guess. There are sentries everywhere.
Why are we bothering to be all silent now when we've just like fought some enemies? I don't get it. It's the old loading tunnel. I do love that in video games. It's usually when you're crawling in a wall or something, isn't it? Or like between two walls. It's like this kind of disguised loading screen
Things must come to an end.
that every game decided it had to do.
More company from now on.
Captain, to arms, men! Summon the cannoneers at once!
Ow. Whoa. Oh no. It's mini boss time.
This may be the moment I was talking about earlier.
What have we here? More insects come to be squashed.
That's an interesting weapon he's got there, isn't it?
My mortar and I only too happy to oblige.
Oh, I thought it was just like a big stick or something that you, or like a plank of wood or something. Ow.
Lend me your strength.
Do you feel that? Something in the air.
It's ether.
Then we better make this quick.
Whoa.
Not this time.
Almost. I keep forgetting to dodge. There we go.
Why won't you die?
Is he?
Oh no.
Oh, bollocks.
Bollocks.
Chick.
Poor wretch.
Save your pity.
Don't you love it when games just give you
You'll get none in return.
a random
Nothing
second
but
phase boss where they get
hatred and rage.
healed?
Let's end his torment.
5.
My wounds, boy.
Game. Oh my god, I'm being such an idiot, aren't I? There we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. Almost got him. Oh my god. These dodge timings are so terrible. There we go. Boss down. That was tough. Ooh, level up. Da 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 da. Nice.
I'll never get used to that. Akashic or no, he was still a man. A man who drowned in ether.
It's no way for anyone to go.
Nope. Terrible, that.
Come on.
Alright.
Guard duty's a death sentence in this place. Not that Sylvester cares.
I do love that. You just have to hold that button just to give yourself something extra to do.
Oh, breathe deep of the blessing, my friends. Who said being a dominant doesn't have its benefits?
Sid, this is an ether flood.
There shouldn't be one here, should there? The workers couldn't survive this.
Well, it wasn't here last time, I can tell you that. Which means we need to be quick.
Let's do
The
this.
ether won't hurt us, but I'd rather not find out what it's done to everyone else.
Okay. Nice. Recovered a couple of potions there. Let's just... Okay. Let's go. More enemies.
Miners. The gods.
Too far gone. The ether's made monsters of them. All we can do now is put them out of their misery.
Isabel said she thought the Empire might be planning to abandon the capital. Could this be why?
Oh. You said you could call her Isabel. Never mind. If ever there was a reason to up sticks, an ether flood would be it. Fuck me. Those guards at the gate. They weren't there to keep people out.
They were there to keep the Akashic in.
Unfortunately. Wait, I'm going back the wrong way, aren't I? What am I doing? Boom. Okay. Yeah, so obviously this area kind of reminds me of a couple different Final Fantasy areas. One, Mithril Mines, if you remember that from Final Fantasy VII, and also the a little bit of the Great Crystal type area in 12.
Doesn't look that far. Right. Whoa.
Oh no.
Some help. Hold on.
Oh damn, that was close. Didn't see it coming at all though. Obviously Jill was giving moral support.
Used to be.
I'll take that as a thank you.
Look on the bright side. Eh? At least you won't get lost.
True. Okay, let's go. Let's go, let's go. What was this? Yeah, that's essentially like bravery, where they'll increase their attack power.
It's over. It's over. That's enough.
And that's the end of that chapter. Sorry, that was a quote from The Simpsons again. I watched the Police Cops episode, you know, the one where Homer changes his name to Max Power. Police Cops. Police Cops. Okay, we can actually go up here now. Grab that. Very nice. Obviously, yeah, when
That's what you want.
ow. Goodbye. Yeah, not too difficult. Yeah, one thing in the previous part, you know, like 10 months ago, that I remember I was talking about good, bad movies, and the movie Taffin, which I picked up, and yeah, it's finally got around to watching it, and it is amazingly funny. Just the line delivery from Pierce Brosnan is just epic. Sometimes you can, you know, some of these bad movies will have a reputation, or you know, they won't live up to the reputation of being as good as they are. But that one is definitely worth watching. It's entertaining as hell. There we go. That was tough. Okay. More stuff to break. But yeah, tapping was a lot of fun. That's one more knocked off in my sort of so bad they're good movies. I still haven't really watched many Neil Breen movies, but I mean, I've watched reviews of them, and I've seen a bit of Double Down.
See, they replaced that wooden door with something a little more sturdy.
But yeah, oh my god.
On the count of 3.
But yeah, I'm interested to see some of them, but they're a bit difficult to get hold of though because he doesn't make them easily accessible. One more.
Aye, seeing as you're trying now.
Yeah, since the last part of this as well, this game finally got a port to Xbox, which is awesome. I don't think it did very well though, apparently it only sold like 10,000 copies or something, but it's still awesome that it's available. Same with Final Fantasy VII Remake now as well, it's on Xbox and Switch too, so yeah, it seems like Final Fantasy's gone back to being multi-platform now.
Is it?
Whether 17 or 7 Part 3 will be multi-platform day one, I'm not sure. I think they'll at least come to PC day and date, but Switch, I don't think so. Obviously with Xbox, I don't know if the next one will come down to on Xbox because well, probably 7 Part 3 will, but 17 is probably a long way away because we haven't heard anything of it. I'll be shocked if we see it this console generation. Probably won't be till like the PS6 or something, which would be annoying, but you know, can't do anything about it. I remember when we always got like at least 3 Final Fantasies per console generation, but now it's like you're lucky to get a couple now. I mean, saying that we got Rebirth and this for the PS5, which is cool.
I knew it would be big.
Yeah, I'm sure the port of Rebirth will be next on the agenda for Xbox and possibly Switch 2. They did basically say that they're looking at bringing the games to as many platforms as possible now, so they probably will be multi-platform day one, but I just think that 7 Part 3, we may see Sony pay a lot of money to make sure it stays at least exclusive for 6 months or something. But yeah, I personally think it's best just to put a game on every platform available, you know. That's the best way to do things. You get as many sales as possible, you know, and you just have, you know, it just feels more special when it's on everything, in my opinion. Like, especially for the third part of Final Fantasy VII, it would be so great having it on everything available. Even possibly Switch 2. I don't know if that would be possible for day one or something, but it would be great if it's on everything. I just think it'll make it feel special. And then they got to do like a full kind of edition with all 3 games. I'll definitely be buying the hell out of that. Anyway, let's take some enemies on.
Them again.
Is there something you two want to tell me?
Maybe later.
Come on, something good. So obviously, as usual, these parts are going to be just under an hour each because the amount of time I'm able to stream on the recording time being only an hour on PlayStation. So yeah, we're a few minutes off that now.
This is connected somehow.
But yeah, we are kind of getting to the end of this area now. Obviously, as you can imagine, once we get there, that's it, pretty much. Yeah, obviously, as you can tell, this is kind of one of the sort of dungeon areas in this game. More enemies, eh? Ow.
Stay down.
Yeah, this is kind of like our mage type enemy, as you can tell. Obviously, yeah, the Lich is kind of a classic enemy in D&D. It's been in... I mean, I'm sure everyone knows this, but, you know, D&D was a big inspiration for both Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest. So yeah, you'll see a lot of enemies that are from those titles, or from D&D, be enemies in Final Fantasy. Yeah, obviously usually the Lich is a more late game enemy. There we go. Done so. Yeah, one thing I like is that the whatever loot is dropped, you will just get automatically. One thing I like. So you don't have to worry too much about missing out on loot.
When I was in the Imperial Army, soldiers assigned to the Glass Gate would tell stories about something they called the Guardian.
Can't say I saw anything like that when I was last here. Then again, I can't say I made it this far.
Let's just be careful then.
Okay.
Where did that come from?
If I had to guess...
Poor beast. Another victim of the flood.
Yeah, I wouldn't really be giving it much sympathy.
Well...
So yeah, obviously I'm going to call it for this part, and then in the next part we're going to take on this boss and actually hopefully destroy the Mother Crystal. But yeah, thanks for watching as always, guys, and I will catch you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day.